So, hey, I decided to drop back in, again, from encouragement from my students, to kind of do a question and answer type thing. So Q&A. And just to, start, I am at the end of the school day, and we're kind of winding down after studying, and am going to release here shortly a few questions, and I'll give my honest answers. Okay, so let's go. First question was, what 3 habits did I develop to help me maintain being positive? So here you go. So the first habit I kind of shared a little bit earlier. It's just literally talking to myself and encouraging myself, saying these words: you are enough, right? That's like a constant daily ritual of saying you are enough. That's one. That's a habit I have. The second habit I have is to be weary of the energy that I'm around. No matter friends, family, whomever, just be aware. Like, take a conscious note of what the energy feels like before I walk into any room. And then another habit is to every day find something good. Every day I look to find or learn something good daily. All right, so here's a question that was asked: how do I get through the bad parts of my life? So when I think about the bad parts, one of the things I learned at a young age is to take every experience as a lesson. And I know it sounds corny, but I really do. I try to figure out what was the lesson in it. Like, whatever the experience is, what was the lesson? And I'm pretty much a believer in laughter. So I always think of something funny as well. So when I'm going through a thing, I try to find something humorous about it. And I learn how to, like, laugh at myself. So let's say if it's when I think of a bad, like, maybe I woke up and maybe I had on the wrong shoes or something, and honestly that has happened, and I got to work and somebody might look at it and go like, man, you're having a bad day. And I kind of twisted. No, I'm really not. I mean, I have shoes on. I mean, look at there. So I try to, I smile and kind of move through whatever experience. So I don't think I label them bad. So maybe that's a part of it. Okay, and here's another question I got was, what inspires me to be a good teacher every day? Well, okay, transparently speaking, I don't know that I actually feel I'm a good teacher. I mean, I guess I'd have to see how to measure that against something. Like, I know I come in and every day I think about myself being a student and what I wanted. I put myself in the place of a student, and I imagine what helps me learn. So that means if it's like a hectic day, let's say you come into class, or I come into class, and students maybe seem a little down or frustrated, I take a moment and talk to them first. I mean, the lesson gets done, but I take a moment and I talk to them, because I look at each individual student as a human being that just wants to learn. So I show up for them. That's what inspires me, my students. And they know it. I tell them every day, I show up because of you. Literally, that's why I come. Not just because I have a job and need a paycheck. I show up because my students inspire me every day. One of the things I want to finish up today talking about is life, because life is happening, whether you're living it out loud or living it under, whatever obstacle that you might be going through. And I'm really big on connections and who I connect to, and what I'm reading, what I'm listening to, who I associate with, because I know that I remember growing up, my family would talk about spirits like connecting to you, and I believe in it. I believe there's power, or you want to call it spirits or energy. I believe that there is power in your connections, and you can connect to someone who's really feeling miserable, and it can kind of alter your day. So I've began to do this thing, and I've said it to different people, where if I cannot infect you with my positive, I will not allow you to infect me with your negative. I mean, I've said it, and a lot of people who know me have heard me say it, but I mean that stuff. I'm not just saying it because it might sound cute or whatever. I don't care if it sounds cute. I care that my life every day is being lived and not just like floating through as if it's promised to me the next day or something, or the next minute for that matter. So I'm big on encouraging people. You just don't know what kind of, you don't know what people are dealing with. You don't know how much, when you show up and to your authentic self, you don't know how that could inspire somebody else. And I can speak to that because I know it has. I've seen many students over the years, and I stay connected to a lot of them, and I hope that they see this one day and know that, yeah, I'm talking about you. I still love you, and lots of you, I see you doing great things, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to be a part of your life, because you may think that I taught you, but you got to know that you taught me more than I ever could have, and I continue to learn from students every day. So seriously, like, shine your life now, not because of anyone else first, but because of you, because you were created to do just that. So don't let anything stop you. And if you need to hear something, or you need somebody to say something funny or silly or whatever to you, check me out, because I'm going to be encouraging you as much as I can. All right, remember, shine your life now.